Yeah.
Perfect.
Feel.
Perfect. Perfect.
This feeling right now, man, I swear it feel.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. It's all about us.
In one, and boom!
Shakalaka.
Marishka Hargitay. Everybody, Marishka Hargitay Z.
Z as in, which is short for Zen.
Not Zach.
Not Zach. It is now Zen. We are a new show.
Yeah.
Much more calm show. And I don't know if you can smell our aroma, but it's nice. And
I have the same aroma.
we're kicking this off with
Some smooth jazz.
smooth jazz.
106.5. The Panda.
What just happened?
I think we just found the new voice of the Panda.
Anyways, what's up, guys? How are you?
Episode 49. Welcome.
49, dude. I cannot believe we are on 49 already, man. It's going quick
Yeah, we're on episode 49ers.
for football fans.
Yeah, we're episode San Francisco. And we're in Pride Month, too, dude. Speaking
Pride
of
Month.
San Francisco.
Wow.
Speaking of San Fran.
What a
Dude,
connection!
you
there.
know, we're the podcast of connection and full circle.
Yeah,
Just
we are
coming full
100%,
circle in
100%.
life. Full circle.
Yeah, I would agree.
Also, on that note,
It's like a crossroad.
it is like a crossroad. Also, on the note of potential homosexuality is long hair. And my hair is getting long.
What does that have to do with sexuality?
I don't know, dude. I feel like people always said that, like, if you have long hair and you're a guy, that means you're gay, or like.
No, I never heard that.
Really?
No,
Dude.
I never had long hair though. So,
Well, I used to get that, like, growing up all the time.
or like maybe like you look like a girl, but like there's some kids though, like boys growing up as kids, you know.
Like my hair, dude, I would
But you
always.
didn't look like a girl though. Like there were some kids that look like girls.
But
straight
like all the kids that had hair similar to mine,
Yeah,
that was a thing. I feel like.
yeah,
But anyways,
crazy.
I'm at a bit of a crossroads. I feel like with
What do you mean?
well, just with my hair and like what to do with it. It's kind of at a length where normally I would be cutting it like
Mhm.
very soon.
What do you mean normally? Because like most of your life, your hair has been like a little longer than that. So I don't know what normally means.
Yeah, but that's my point. Is like right around the corner from this length is where I'm about to cut it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
So like I usually just let it grow until it gets to this point, and then I love it at this point, and then it grows a little longer, and then I just cut it one day.
Yeah.
And I keep feeling like that day's coming, but then like it's like 10-1 compliments to complaints.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you, Justin, because I think you look fantastic.
Oh,
I think you look great.
well, dude, and you know what? I appreciate that a lot.
As an honest man, I can come out and tell you that.
But see,
You look great with it.
I hear,
And I don't
those-
want to see you cut it.
dude. I hear those things.
You're
and
forcing
makes
it. When you cut it, dude, you are forcing it 100% of
It
the
makes
time.
it difficult. Well, here's the thing. I've decided no matter what that I'm not going back to I'm not doing a fade or going like that traditional route anymore. Just yeah, I feel like I was first of all, I was late to that party to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, like I feel everybody has
Yeah, fades were the hotness in like 2016.
but it's kind of it still is way too hot for like mainstream hot for me to want to dive into it, you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, I've been
And-
rocking the whatever. I mean, I got my hair cut. I mean, I cut it when I was growing it out, and then now I haven't gotten it cut since. So
which is weird for you cuz
I
how long has
usually-
it been? 2 months?
maybe. I mean, like a month, maybe. I don't know.
I trimmed my
I'm getting
beard
it cut.
hacked my beard down.
That's what I've been doing. I've been rocking the clean shaven just to keep it different.
Well, I've decided to
It's my summer face
hack down the beard but then leave the thickness of the mustache.
thickness. Yeah.
Thickness of the mustache, but then I deleted the connection.
Mm.
And that's something that 16 and 17-year-old Justin would be kicking myself in the nuts for, dude. Because I remember
What you would have done to have that connection back then in the beard.
I would have kicked myself in the nuts to have the connection.
Yeah.
And
Here you are.
Now I'm getting rid of it, but it's I feel like it's a better look while I have the longer hair. But also too, the big beard is it's a lot to keep up.
Well, that and they're I hate to be this guy, but they're a little bit going out of style a little bit.
Well,
the big beard.
I never really had that to be in style. And in fact, I've had a beard ever since I could grow one.
Well, yeah, but your beard right now is at a good point. It's not the
true.
The big beefy.
Yeah, the big beefy beard I feel like only comes out when either I just am not thinking about shaving or trimming it. You know, like there will be a few weeks that go by after a trim where I'm like, you know what, I'm good. It's not too thick, it's not growing out too much, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, I'm in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Yeah, all of a sudden 6 months later you haven't shaved it.
I haven't trimmed it. Playoff beard,
hiding
full
your keys and shit in it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I get all that. Yeah, I need to mix up. I'm gonna shave mine. It's already shaved. I'm gonna cut my hair before we go on vacay, which we're headed out west for 4th.
Headed to California strictly for the weather. But that'll
be fun. I say you don't cut it though. I mean, if it's my personal opinion, I say you keep riding it out. And maybe consider this, dude, because I don't understand this with you. I know this about you, but I don't understand why. But you are a very extreme person. There's nothing wrong with that, but there is a little bit. You know what I mean? No, you are extreme, and here's why. It's with little shit though, and that's what makes it annoying. It's not like you're like that with anything else, but you're just so extreme with the minor stuff. As in, like, you got long hair, all right, I'm gonna cut it all the fuck off, completely flip 180, versus bring yourself back down to where that is. Well, get together at the.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why?
Why?
And maybe
buzz it, for God's sakes. It's like, dude, give us a little bit of a
in between.
Because that's what I did with my beard. Before I shaved it, I trimmed it to like a really light point. Then I shaved it.
I get that. Part of the fun for me is the drastic change, because I know that, like, I know I'm a 6.5 either way.
Ah, no, come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, turn that 6 upside down. You're 9.
Whether it's long hair or short hair, I'm good. You know, at a 6. And
turned upside down. Come on. With that long hair, dude, you are a 6 turned upside down to a 9. Easy money. We'll take that.
And
animals will take that bet all day.
I'll be a 6.5, dude.
Turned upside down.
But what was I saying here? Oh, that's part of the fun for me. But the other reason is because a lot of times when the hairstylist will get their hands on the thicker hair, if they're doing just a trim, they just get real scissor happy.
Okay.
And then when that happens, they end up taking off more than just a little bit to get me back to here. And then I'm at like this
weird,
very
looking,
fucked up middle ground between.
Yeah, but like you haven't done that since you were probably a kid, to be honest. You know.
Well, I was probably a teenager the last time I'd done that. But ever since then, I've just
you used to wear your hair like forward.
Yeah, true. I in that time I didn't have my hair pulled back.
Yeah, now it's pulled back. I think it's a different situation. I would try it again.
You know what's been a huge game changer for me, or like just
you got a beard now.
Well, the biggest game changer for my hair though has been this, and this is gonna be, I don't know how to say it, dude, but
semen.
What?
Gel?
No. Well, no. No, it's the sea salt spray though from Beard Brand. Which this isn't an ad, but it should be. But they have this sea salt spray that like makes my hair like more curly and I guess texturized. So
we've never seen hair this wavy.
True. It's feathered and lethal.
Feathered and lethal.
Feathered and lethal. Yeah, dude. But for some reason, I always go back to the long hair, and I feel like it's where I'm most.
You.
Yeah, it's where I'm most.
I think that's where everyone's most comfortable with you, for sure.
Yeah,
especially if you look at a timeline of your life too, especially with your life, because I feel like your life, if you really look at it, and when the people really fucked with you the most, your long hair.
Yeah.
Now and before, with that in between time.
Well, yeah, I definitely feel like I'm a long-haired person. However, there, you know, I could pull off the real short and up a little bit.
Real short and up. What do you mean?
Like not quite a faux hawk, but not quite spiked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I do, Thor.
Nah. No, dude, like how I used to do it as a kid after I had long hair.
What I remember you doing as a kid, man, was bleaching it and spiking it.
I did that that was in the 90s, though. We were all doing that in the 90s.
Not me.
No, I was in 02, I
had
think,
a bowl
actually,
cut, dog.
when I bleached. Yeah, you did have a bowl cut.
Which, hey, not by choice. I'm not sure. Had to really been in style. But if not, dude, I thought I rocked the shit out of that bowl cut.
Yeah, you did, man. You looked like somebody put just a big old popcorn bowl, you know, on top of your head.
No, I didn't.
And then took a chainsaw and just hacked off all the parts that didn't fit in the bowl, and it was just a perfect.
Oh no, it wasn't like that.
Mushroom cap of
mushroom
hair.
tip.
Mushroom cap of hair.
Didn't it look like Toad from Mario?
Yeah, a little bit. Dude, how about mangoes though?
Oh yeah, dude.
Last week.
All right, dude.
You were getting into the story earlier.
Yeah.
And then I stopped you and said, "Wait for the pod," and then
wrote it down.
It sounded like a funny thing.
All right. So I'm sitting in the office, right?
Yeah.
And it's Friday. For those that don't know,
got to get down on Friday.
Wasn't a lot of people here on Friday because we've had a lot of people out of town. So
it was vacays and whatnot.
Vacays, yeah, and there's
conventions, company
meeting.
trips, and whatever. So
so it was me, Jaywalk, Cynthia, and then someone else we got that works with named Meryl. Well, anyways, she goes and we have a break area. Well, every day in the break area.
Can we let people know who Meryl is? Meryl is one of our agents, or one of our insurance agents, who's been an insurance agent, I think, for longer than you and I have been alive.
Probably.
And also too, she's got diabetes, but like the kind where she's got a kit on her at all times. Right. And so that's really not relevant except for the fact that she does have special medical needs. And
but that doesn't really have to do with the story. No, you can keep this moving along because we don't need to give her life story.
But it intensifies what you're about to say.
Yeah.
Okay,
maybe.
Because if I said this,
she's an older woman, you know, like she's just an older woman, okay?
But it's not like she's also running marathons as an older woman too.
All right, but either way, like, all right, let's just get to the fucking rest of the story. You want to hear the rest of the story or no?
Get to it, dude.
Well, I'm trying to, but you're giving backgrounds and
I'm just trying to give context.
Well, there's plenty. Older woman, but not too old.
She's not that old.
She's not that old. Well, she's just like 60s.
Nah, yeah, if that.
Anyways, we got a break room here that's kind of out in the main lobby area. So in the lobby area, there's coffee and water. Well, every day in that water, there's a special kind of water. There's like flavored water. And she comes back in with water in hand and her coffee. Well, she sits down and then gets ready to start working and whatnot. She comes into my office, turns around and says, "Hey, I just want to let you know real quick." And she's from the East Coast, so she's got kind of an accent. "I just want to let you know real quick that I'm deathly allergic to mangoes, and I'm pretty sure the flavor of the day said mango, but I'm not 100%. I didn't really pay attention. So if I start acting up over here, like it's serious, it's not a joke. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? You can't just put that on me. Like I am not equipped. Like I am
You're not qualified.
Whoa. I did not sign up for this. You can't put me responsible and just pin it on me like that.
Dude, that is the funniest thing. You know what that's like on due date when when Zach Galifianakis is like, or when Robert Downey Jr. is like, if you're allergic to waffles, don't eat waffles. And Zach Galifianakis goes, then don't take me to a Waffle House. That's so funny, dude. If you're deathly allergic to mangoes, don't drink the mango water.
Well, yeah, and she wasn't sure. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm like, well, hold on. We got bottles of water in the fridge.
Yeah,
and then we have our own water.
How are you deathly allergic? And then it's like sometimes it hits or not.
Well, maybe there's not enough because it's not like she's eating the mango. So the mango is just in the water.
So if there's trace amount, if there's a picogram or two,
who knows? You know, who knows what the deal is? But like, even still,
but there's a deal. Regardless.
I was like, whoa, you can't pin that on me.
Yeah, it's a lot of. I don't want to say burden, but it's a lot of potential responsibility to put on you.
Because I am not the guy either, because I am so out of it, especially when I'm working. I'm like...
Yeah, you're just trying to get through your shit and do your own thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm just not paying attention to what other people are doing, really, because when I do, then
well,
people
you're just
think
in a different lane, too.
Yeah.
Like, they'll think that you're watching them or you're, like, trying to be a manager or something. And, like,
that's just not me at all. Right. You know, I'm so in my own deal.
No, I'm the same way. I don't want to...
You don't want to be hovering over them.
Yeah,
and then
I don't want to put off those vibes either.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, but other than that, we went over to our Mimi's house for dinner last night.
Yeah.
We used to go over to our Mimi's house every Saturday night.
Yeah.
And have we talked even really? I feel like we haven't talked that much, if any, about that.
I don't think so. Well, to set the stage, if we haven't, we used to originally. It started out because, well, then it stayed this way. But growing up, our parents wanted to have date nights.
Yeah,
so
they had date night once a week.
They had date night once a week that they just dedicated to each other. Shout out to them because it's a great idea, you know. So if you're a couple and you're now married and have kids, it worked out for our family. So I don't want to take any credit for that.
But we were all blessed to have a Mimi that was available
every Saturday,
one night a week.
Yeah,
happened to be a Saturday, and for a long time, Z and I every single Saturday would go over to our Mimi's house at like 4 or 5 o'clock, and we'd spend the night there.
Yep.
And that went on until we moved to Denver.
Yeah.
Which was when I was 16. So
yeah, dude, we did it for a minute.
We were in high school, like not going to parties to go to our Mimi's house.
Well, I wasn't in high school yet, but I was in 8th grade not going to parties.
I was in high school, and you know, not that I was getting invited to parties, but like if I was, I just probably wouldn't have gone because we had Mimi's to go to.
Yeah, we had Mimi's.
But every week she would always have like maybe a new movie or something that she would buy, or when we were younger, she would get us like a little toy.
Yeah.
Or a game, like a learning game,
or like
of
a
some
puzzle,
kind.
like something like
dude,
make you a little smarter.
Just a little bit quicker or a little sneakier, dude. We had those pickup snakes.
Pickup snakes, yeah, marbles.
Jacks.
We played baseball out in the backyard. And
those matching Oreo game.
I remember the matching Oreo game. That was a good time.
Yeah, dude. All in all, those Saturdays were really so foundationally huge into who we are.
I would agree
as people. I think because without those, like we would have so much FOMO. I feel like that combined with hockey drained me of ever having FOMO.
Yeah,
like, I'm good.
Yeah, well, especially too because I know that like it's always been my choice. You know, like even
me too.
Like before there's ever an issue of, say, because like going out as an adult, it's hard because there's the factor of like, well, shit, it's expensive as fuck for us guys. So, like I don't want to spend all that money going out. So then there's that. And then in high school, it's like, well, there's nothing going on or party got busted or whatever. So I think when you make that choice early on before all that really kicks in, that you're probably right. That probably helps a lot too. But what I think helps a lot too with it is that, do you remember we weren't allowed to watch TV for how long there? Like we weren't allowed to have any technology. And I think that somewhere deep down inside,
I don't know,
that has some kind of impact with.
I don't think as much.
For me, it does.
I think like I just genuinely wanted the break of it, and like it was fun to do the other stuff, and we were so into what we were doing that like I wouldn't have even probably noticed the TV on in the background or anything like that, and I still wanted to be doing what we were doing regardless. Right. So that wasn't a big deal, but I think once we started to like outgrow the games, that was when it was. Once I whooped your ass as many times as I did and everything,
no way.
And then
No way, not me. Got a different brother you're thinking of. That was your imaginary brother, the brother you wish you had.
After
not the little brother that was just pummeling you and everything,
dude, of just mercying you. No, you were a worthy competitor in most things, except marbles, dude. I fucked you up in marbles.
No way, Jose, dude.
Brother.
You know what, dude? I think that's my thing, dude. As I rise to the occasion, no one thinks I'm gonna be able to compete when I come in there, dude.
In marbles?
In anything,
especially marbles.
I'm a hell of a competitor.
Not in marbles.
Yeah, dude, in marbles.
Dude,
do you want the smoke in marbles?
We'll set up a
table and we'll do a circle. We'll do video for it. We'll
circle. It. We'll get fuck yeah, dude.
We'll put it together. Do a fucking
people want to watch it. We'll do it.
1v1 main event.
What did we have? Good question. We had at Mimi's house. You know, her specialty for me growing up was meatloaf. There was Mimi's meatloaf.
Yeah.
And she made it. I loved it growing up. I still love it as an adult. And so that's what I had, along with some mashed potatoes.
I don't like meatloaf. I don't fuck with meatloaf. I never have fucked with meatloaf. My mother doesn't fuck with meatloaf. So it's okay that I don't fuck with the meatloaf. So I get lemon chicken, which is good. It's good chicken. I'm not usually a huge chicken guy, but lemon chicken's good, dude.
I will say this: if I was introduced to meatloaf as an adult,
you probably wouldn't like it.
Probably not.
I'm not a fan, dude.
I tend to judge the book by the cover when it comes to the names of food.
Me too. The meatloaf sounds disgusting.
Meatloaf just sounds gross.
Yeah, dude. It sounds like It sounds like meat. It sounds like meat that looks like a loaf of bread, and that doesn't look like it's right.
Yeah, dude. Well, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. With peppers and onions and shit, and like fucking it doesn't even look like meat. It doesn't taste like meat. To me, meat's a steak, bruh.
No,
that's just ground beef piled up together, some vegetables.
A lot of ketchup. No, it's good.
Not a lot of ketchup. That's what you put on it.
No, there's a lot of ketchup in it.
Really?
Yeah. But also I loaded up with ketchup afterward. Ketchup's good, dude.
Well,
not great.
Well, a lot of people say with the meatloaf though, or certain people, like I know she always says like she doesn't like meatloaf unless it's hers.
A lot of people don't like meatloaf except for one meatloaf.
Yeah, which I'm sure you're that way a little bit too. Like you wouldn't go out to a restaurant and order meatloaf.
God no. One time though, I had at Rainforest Cafe when I was a kid.
Dude, shout out to Rainforest Cafe for the real ones listening.
For my birthday dinner,
Arizona Mills.
At Arizona Mills, I had thrown in, my wish into the alligator's mouth.
Go to finish line. Get a new pair.
Wasn't a real alligator.
Nike Shocks.
I ordered the meatloaf and it was dog shit though. I sent it back. I had to get a cheeseburger. replacement. I remember it. It was devastating.
They for sure spit on your food.
Nah, dude, it was my birthday. They wouldn't do that.
As far as you know. They
But
probably thought you were just some punk kid lying that was saying it was his birthday because you wanted the animals to sing and shit.
no, I didn't want animals to sing ever. It was unnatural. But anyways, yeah, I felt that, and then I haven't ever got it in public since, and then
Public?
yeah, but I've had it one other time in Omaha when I was playing there for that team, and my billet mom actually was just the queen of Midwestern cooking. She was an older woman. Still, I mean, she's still kicking and stuff, and she's still an awesome billet, so I hear. But I'm obviously just not there. And she would make what?
Nothing.
She would make the Midwestern, just everything, like shepherd's pie and the shepherd's pie.
I don't know any of the meals, dude. You lose me on Midwest meals.
Some pie, chicken pot pie, dude. That's what it is. And yeah, meatloaf. She made a bomb meatloaf, is what I was saying. And Mimi's from Midwest as well. She's from Kansas. Omaha's kind of near Kansas. So,
A little bit.
That was the correlation there. Midwestern people make good meatloaf, is what I'm saying.
All right.
Don't get it from Rainforest Cafe or anywhere else.
But go to Rainforest Cafe if you haven't. Drive your ass to Arizona Mills Mall. Hit the IMAX. Go see a movie at the IMAX.
They got a Lego store there now, I've heard.
Yeah, but I would go to the Lego store last, because here's what I would do. If I'm at Arizona Mills Mall, and if you're over 21, this is what I'm actually doing if I go to Arizona Mills Mall. If I go there now, all right, so I'm driving to Arizona Mills Mall. I'm going to start my name off at 7 o'clock, GameWorks.
You're starting at open at GameWorks?
I'm going to GameWorks at 7. I'm going to GameWorks at 7. And then I'm gonna walk over to IMAX.
Okay. You see the new SpiderMan?
Get my eyes full of some entertainment. I don't care what it is, dude. If it's Polar fucking Express, I don't care. I'm watching it. Okay? And then I'm gonna go walk on over across the street. A little place called Christie's. Okay.
At what time, dude?
We're looking
what time
at 10.
are you at, dude?
Dude, GameWorks, I'm at GameWorks for a minute, dude, and then a movie's 2 hours. It's 11 o'clock now, bro.
Okay, so you're hitting...
I already ate Rainforest Cafe.
Are you hitting a matinee at the strip club? You're hitting a matinee
I'm there at mid, dude.
Buffet?
Midnight, bro. Midnight. 7 o'clock at night, I'm going to GameWorks.
Oh, I thought you were saying 7 a.m.,
Fuck no, dude. That's early.
That's what I
You
was
can get up
saying.
at 7 a.m. on a work day.
That's what I was saying,
No,
dude.
bro. No.
I'm like,
No.
Dude, you're not even up.
You got it wrong, man. 7 o'clock at night, you psycho. Then going to IMAX, washing it down to the movie.
I said you're going to GameWorks at open, and you're like, yeah, I'm going early.
Well, I don't know if they opened at 7 on certain days, like 7 o'clock at night on weeknight or
No,
Friday
dude,
nights or something.
You silly.
It's a different opening
silly
at 7
goose.
o'clock at night.
No.
It's okay. I'm walking over to Christie's.
Maybe it is. I don't know.
Walking over to
I
Christie's.
midnight.
It's midnight.
Long time.
Set the scene. It's midnight. The finest of their women are there. Okay?
18.
It's 1 a.m.
It's the A squad.
It's 1 a.m. I'm going to wash it down with a nice meal at Joe's Crab Shack across the street again.
You wouldn't go to Claim Jumper, huh?
Nope. Well, okay. If Joe's Crab Shack has shut down shop because it's now 1, if they shut down shop, I'm hitting the Waffle House. There's one.
Oh, yeah,
there's one down there.
There's Waffle.
So I'm hitting Waffle House. Because that's what I
dude.
know at 1 a.m. post
They're
strip
open.
club.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
oh,
they're
yeah.
open. Dude, I've been. Not here in Denver. I've
Yeah,
done that, dude. I've been there, done that, bro.
There's no doubt that Waffle House is open.
So that's what I'm
24
doing.
hours a day. That's like their
That's
thing.
my night. And you know what, dude? I'll be damned if I don't go to Finish Line first to get some new walking around shoes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair thing to do.
Because Finish Line, I used to love going to Finish Line, dude, picking up some Nike
Arizona
shots.
Mills is a fun mall, dude.
Dope mall. I
miss
have
that
nothing
mall.
but fun experiences there, to be honest.
Yeah, and then also too, you know what else?
Hell of a food court from what I remember.
Greatest candy stores
Yeah.
in Arizona. I mean, that was where they promoted cigarette smoking for kids. with those with those little. Remember
It
those
was
little
gum?
It was gum. Yeah, dude. They wrapped it in paper and there was like powder in it too.
Yeah, so you could suck on
if
it.
if you blew hard enough out of these things, a little thing of.
You can chew the gum when you're done.
Yeah, dude.
Man.
After you freaked out enough people with the fact that your kid's
That you're
smoking.
7 smoking cigarettes.
God, dude.
Like
Just
it's
want to
the
do hood.
50s.
Just want to do hood rat shit with my friends.
Yeah. Speaking of hood rat shit with my friends, dude, I got such a mean message on Hinge.
You?
Yeah, dude.
What'd you get?
I got it was fucking some girl, dude. Match with her.
Did you say something to like
Dude, no.
provoke it?
Nope. Nope. What I found works best for me isn't trying to be funny right out the gates.
Okay.
Because I've done that in the past, and then they're like, they don't ever understand my joke. It's not, I don't know. It's not Logan Paul enough for them or something. I don't know. But
Okay.
I put too much into it, I guess. And so I just started saying, hey, and then their first name with a smiley face, the emoticon smiley face. Now, I don't bring the emoji into it. We're not there yet.
Okay.
You get the emoticon like it's fucking 2009 and I'm about to buy you a drink.
Okay.
Okay? So I
I
send that and then I get back. You seem kind of like a douchebag. ... Prove me wrong. Heart eye emoji. She brought in the emoji on me.
Was she the hottest girl in the world?
Maybe.
Was she a 20?
I wanted to say back and say, oh, you seem like you're really sweet. Prove me wrong. Oh, wait, you just did.
There's a lot of funnier responses. There's a lot of funnier responses.
And I still haven't even responded because I'm still like
a
trying
very
to.
Captain America response, I feel like. You know what, dude? That's really messed up.
Yeah, who starts a fucking conversation
you look like
that?
a douchebag.
You seem like a
douche.
douche. She said you kind of seem like a douchebag. Prove me wrong. And then you mix in the hard eyes like it fucking makes any like I'm gonna respond.
I mean, I would probably. I'd prove her right, dude. Honestly, if that.
I was gonna say for what?
Honestly, you have brought it out in me. Is what you should say. Be like. I'm not a douchebag, but
I was trying to think. I was like, do I do like a non-judgment quote from Bob Marley? I'm like, no. I want to clap back, dude, but it sounds like she wants to go to a breakfast date to Denny's, dude, and get a grand slam.
I would just clap back with like 6 M's.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I mean, if anyone listening has any options, for sure send me something because I don't know how to handle it. You know, I've never got that, you know?
Oh, dude, you know what I removed from all my dating profiles?
Your height, because I told you you're too short.
Wow. No. I'm an honest 6'2".
How have you grown?
You've
grown 3 inches, dude, past 2 years.
I'm just kidding, dude. I'm 6'1". 6 foot and 3/4. But no, I removed the co-host of Socially Awkward Podcast.
Smart.
Because evidently there are a lot of podcasters on Tinder.
Who would have thought, dude?
Bubble. Well,
Bubble?
me now, like I would think.
I've never gotten that though. Maybe it's my age thing because I'm younger.
Could be.
To where
But
not many people my age are doing podcasting.
I've gotten multiple messages though from girls that are like, "Yo, what's your podcast about? Ha ha ha! Like, there's so many of you."
I get that. Well, I don't get the so many of yous, but I say, "What's your podcast about?" And then I tell them, and they're like, "I just don't get a response."
It's not for you, girl.
I don't get a response.
It's probably not for
like,
you.
should I listen to it? And it's like, what do you mean? Should you listen to it? It's like either do or don't. The link's in my fucking bio.
You know what, dude? I really I feel bad about an interaction I had on Hinge last night.
Why?
Well, this girl was.
Were you mean?
Maybe,
I'll
dude.
smack you, dude.
Well, you could be the judge, but basically, we were just in an interaction, and one of the answers was change my mind about aliens.
Okay.
And I was like, I said something along the lines of, well,
Like she doesn't believe in them, or
I was like, well, that was my question. I said, well, they're for sure real, so which way do you need to be swayed? And she's like, they're real. And I was like, yeah, 1,000,000%. And I typed out all the zeros and everything. And
that was nice of you.
Yeah, dude. Well, I thought so. And then she's like, what do you know about aliens? And then I was like, well, I don't really know shit about anything. Except
What do you know about aliens, huh?
Yeah, except for the fact that, it's pretty, I feel like, arrogant to think that the universe is so humongous big, and then, there's no form of alien. Seems weird. But other than that, I don't know. And then what she does after that is breaks down in like 2 of the longest paragraph messages that I've seen in a long time. Like, yeah, dude, I'm talking middle school breakup text messages.
And you know what I'm talking about? Just matched.
Yeah, and
it's too much.
Yeah, it was a lot, but it was literally all just breaking down the Joe Rogan podcast from last week, and then a documentary that just came out last week and it was Bob Lazar, who's this dude that used to work at Area 53, which is a subsect of Area 51, blah, blah, blah. And it's all this shit. And I'm like, dude, like, I've watched the documentary and listened to the podcast too. But like, I don't really...
You're not a fun person to be in a conversation with, like, most things like that.
Well,
when it comes to when you start citing content with you, it's not fun.
Well, but like,
you see about damn near everything.
Yeah, but also too, don't make it
in your algorithm.
Don't make it seem like you're this vast expert, and then
we're in the woke era.
Then you start rattling off shit that you just heard last week too.
Welcome to the woke era.
But also, then I
welcome
felt I'm here in the woke. I get it.
The woke era.
I'm welcomed.
Are you though?
Well, evidently not, because I'm
not
making girls upset.
Yeah,
and
you're not.
So then I was like, well, yeah, I watched the documentary and listened to the podcast also. And she's like, yeah, well, I know a lot more about aliens than just the podcast and the documentary. I did my thesis on it. Dude, guess the ethnicity of this girl before we go too much further.
White.
No. Asian. How about that, dude?
All right.
Most people would think, like, if you're a stereotypical person, you'd think a different thing altogether in college. Aliens. And I thought that was really cool. But I think she thought that I didn't believe her, that she was a crazy person. And
well, I mean, I don't know, man.
It's got to be a weird, lonely road for people who are real into that sort of stuff.
It's got to be, man. Like, if you're really that into it, I mean, it's a beast. But, like, if you're just trying to get through school, then I get it. But, like...
Well, you just have so many people who are doubting and against you, is what I mean. So that, like, it'd be like being a... I want to say Mormon, but, like, what's an even more... Do the Jehovah's Witness people, are they trying to
celebrate birthdays? No.
I got that.
Or Christmas.
I know that.
Or Easter.
Are they trying?
Or Halloween.
Are they trying to convert
New Year's Eve
people when they're going door to door?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay, my bad. So, I feel like
I think they're doing
when you're
recruiting,
when you're super into that sort of stuff.
It's Scientology's big time cult too.
Yeah, but they're not going like door to door and arguing with people.
Oh, you know what, dude? Actually, I don't know if Jehovah's Witnesses are trying to convert, but like I'm sure they are. You got to be showing up to people's houses.
It's just hard. It's a hard thing to deal with either way, But like, those people are just constantly in heated battles with people.
Constant sorrow.
With people who know things on all different ends of the spectrum. So I could see it being frustrating. So then like, the first instance of discomfort that you get in a convo of like, is this person going to put me on blast or is this person going to be difficult? Then you're like, you just shut down. And I was like, well, we could, get together and talk about
I'm more
aliens.
of like the kind I like to get into it. Like we'll get into it more and more, but I don't want to come out of the gate acting like I know, because you never know what the other person knows.
That's
thing. Like,
well, that was where she fucked up, obviously, because I knew more than she did, but she did a
your
thesis
homework on it. Well, that's the problem is people do their actual homework on things and they take that as, they think their word is born because of it. So there's nothing wrong with, you work hard in school and stuff like that and you expect to be able to have that knowledge, but sometimes I feel like that's true knowledge. True knowledge is being able to, who am I? Ty Lopez? Knowledge.
Knowledge is power.
But to me, I feel like the true knowledge is when you can, where was I going with this? Where you can be able to see things from all perspectives and not say that it is this way. To be able to say it could also be that way.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the biggest, that was what I told her was I was like, everything that I know basically limits what things could be. So as far as aliens, like if I say that I know shit about aliens, then everything beyond that is like now capped.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, I think the same people do a lot of that when it comes to religious texts, specifically the Bible. When we start to think about it and try to conceptualize it as to what it would be for our own self. Yeah. And it's just like, it's so inconceivable that to try to wrap our head around thinking of like, what is heaven like is about the same thing as trying to figure out, what are all the different types of aliens like, and are there aliens?
Yeah. I mean, like there's so much that I feel like that you just have to be kind of open for sure, because you can't really know. Like you can't. I mean, you can say and you can do a thesis, but like at the end of the day, it's still. And this is for aliens, but at the end of the day, it's still science. So there's still a theory, there's still a hypothesis, there's still experiments that have to go on. There's still things that have to happen in order for you to come up with your wait for it, conclusion. Remember that conclusion. And once you get your conclusion, then you're done. But
scientific process.
It's one of these things. It's one of these things that we're still halfway through the scientific process. We got a hypothesis. We maybe have a thesis, but we don't have that damn conclusion. So you better get Bill Nye.
Yeah. Yeah, we better get Bill Nye, and we better get it figured out.
Bill Nye, Bill Gates.
It's
Who else? Who else is a science guy? Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's science, right? He's space though.
He's huh?
Is he seen aliens or?
I don't know what his stance on aliens is.
Oh, so he doesn't get into it. Really.
I just don't know much about Neil deGrasse Tyson. To be,
I feel like he's always on Rogan, and I feel like you're always watching Rogan.
I've only seen him on there once, but a lot gets by me.
I've only seen Rogan once.
Yeah, I've only watched Rogan once. What's funny about running into people though in public who also listen to Rogan is that it's like they're that's all they talk about, from that point forward, and like everything is a reference of podcasts from 2 weeks before, and I'm like, dude.
Podcasts are great for people, dude, for conversation starters.
Yeah, but I almost want to be like, no, I don't listen to Rogan.
I think the main thing with podcasting for a lot of people, when they listen to common ones, I don't know if it's happening with ours or not. I doubt it, but maybe. But, we've got people that listen to a common podcast, say like 2 people listen to Rogan. Then they would be like, oh, did you listen to this one with this? Yeah. And then now they have a conversation with their opinion. So it's almost like their own impromptu podcast.
Yeah, well, that's
where that now they're breaking down their topics, you know, in their own kind of opinion, and be like, well, I thought this, I thought that. So in a way, it's kind of cool, you know, that people are talking.
Becomes its own little community.
It's hard when you have a podcast for sure, and you got to, you know, when this,
I think
when
that's
you got to come today on Mondays and show up and make the wait.
Yeah, that's I think why it's so hard because like I've had 3 fucking half podcasts by the time week rolls around.
Yeah,
or 4, you know.
And that's why we are so tired on darn Mondays.
No, it's not why we're so tired. It's because we have so much to pack into a week, dude.
It's because I was staying up so late last night watching Infinity War. We were.
Yeah, dude. Finished Infinity War. Finally
we
ready.
We had a Netflix and chill last night. It was nothing serious.
Pump into Endgame. And then we're about caught up, dude. Then we just got Spidey.
I got SpiderMan. I haven't seen Captain Marvel, but I'm like, I don't really care. Because it doesn't really intergo with the story.
When I found out that she had a butt double, dude, that'll
ruin it for you.
Ruined it for me.
Because
I thought when I saw the movie, I thought she was really hot and everything.
Well, explain what a butt double is, because I didn't know what it was at first.
It was cool, and she was like supposedly doing all of her own stunts, which, you know, I'm not as much of a stickler about. But
yeah, I don't really.
If you're gonna say that you're doing them, though, then you should be doing them.
Yeah.
You know, you can't lie.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was what she was doing, though.
Well,
and then also there was an ad that there needed a butt double. So for like shots where their back is to the camera, they just get someone that with a bigger looks booty, similar body, except the butt is more, you know,
more Captain,
just
more
a little more, yeah. And then they use that butt, and then I noticed in the movie, I was like, dude, she does have a small butt.
Well, I'm gonna say this about Infinity War because I haven't seen Captain Marvel.
Scarlett Jo doesn't make any excuses.
No, she's always fine.
Yeah.
My thing with Infinity War, dude, is stressful fucking ending. How have people waited this long for Endgame? How have you waited this long for Endgame? How have you not gone to the theaters yourself and watched Endgame? Because I'm sitting here, dude, going,
try to be good, bro.
You end the movie and you got Thanos ruling the world. He got his hand fucking, he got all those stones. The whole team got beat up. I thought all these guys were going to link up together. It was stressful as shit because they were all in different universes. They're all in different worlds. I got to go see Endgame, dude. How do people wait a year is what I wonder. Like,
that's what it was. It was a year because it was a year apart. And, well, I mean, they
must have been shooting it for quite some time while those other ones were coming out.
They shot them back to back, and they were going to do potentially Infinity War and Endgame as one movie. And then
movie.
Yeah, and then they were going back and forth on how they were going to split it up, and then where, like, they were going to have...
It was a 2.5 hour movie
the
as it
snap
was.
Be in Endgame. I don't know. But yeah, dude, I'm pretty ready to see Endgame.
It was cool. I mean, it was cool. Like that. It's nice when a superhero movie has a little bit
of Wasp too. So if there's any sticklers listening, you did get that.
Yeah.
Also,
I did get that. I got that in. But nothing hits it like fucking Infinity War because that was crazy.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see
everyone died
soon. It comes out on DVD on the I think 30th is
August or July.
July.
Might as well wait it out.
Yeah, I guess it's the...
We'll be on vacay.
Well, it's the first right now. I mean, maybe we'll come back. Because they re-released it in theaters. And so maybe we can get a squad together and squad up and go.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Endgame yet.
I also want to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I want to see that too.
That Tarantino flick. But I would prefer to have a date for that. So if there's any females trying to go see that.
Yeah, me too.
Hit me up. I got a number 1. Do you?
Yeah, so bad.
All right, let's go. All right, gang. Let's say we get into some current events.
Let's do it.
All right, dude.
This first one.
First one up, we got Tom Holland saves a girl who had a panic attack from pushy autograph-seeking fans. Dude, Marvel, here we go. We're just the Marvel podcast. Tom Holland, for those that don't know, plays Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man, and I think he is Spider-Man. He's we're talking to a younger kid that works with us.
Quick to jump ship.
And, this is his Spider-Man. He hates Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Yeah, because he's a few years younger than us. So it's like, damn, like that's how they feel about him. Because for me...
For us, dude, it's Tobey Maguire. Like, people older than us, too, it's Tobey Maguire. They're Spider-Man. Get the fuck out of here with this new shit. Until you watch this new shit, dude, Tom Holland's brilliant. The whole cast, Zendaya kills it.
Yeah, dude, they're
super
good.
hot.
They, there's something about it, I think back. And for sure, I mean, I think for us growing up in the... I grew up a little more in the early 2000s. Obviously, you did too, but you spent a little more time in the 90s. But you got to see all of the Batman movies, relatively relevant, and Superman.
Yeah, well, I had my memory when I first watched them.
Exactly, you had your memory.
In fact, the first movie I remember watching, outside of Lion King, like the first real life movie that I remember seeing was the first or second. It was the Batman with Danny DeVito's Mr. Penguin.
Okay.
I think second one.
Yeah, I don't know the name because I only remember seeing him. I only remember certain stints of the movie, but I don't remember the timeline and everything like that.
Catwoman.
I mean, I've recently watched, or not recently. I mean, we were I think living in Denver the last time we watched him because we got like a movie set. If you remember that. But so for me, I never had a real superhero until Spider-Man came out. So Spider-Man came out. They had the dope toys you could have that with the gloves that could shoot out Spideys.
Dude, you could shoot out the webs.
So they went all out for Spider-Man.
You get real legit costumes too, dude.
Yeah. It was the best.
But new Tom
then
Holland.
Dark Knight Rises came out.
True. But then Marvel came out, and then Iron Man came out,
Well, Iron Man came out, I think, before. I thought The Dark Knight was better than Iron Man when it came out.
Yeah, well, the whole that if their world of superheroes,
but you can't put worlds to world. I mean, it's
like if their superhero world over there stayed with that tone of The Dark Knight, then it would probably be better, than
could be a better
Marvel.
series.
I don't know. It's hard.
They put as
dude.
much into
Marvel just has done a good job. Anyways, Tom Holland, new Spider-Man actor, brought his superhero powers into real life when he helped a young fan get to safety after she suffered a panic attack while waiting to get his autograph. In a video taken by the girl whose Twitter handle is Nameless Cass, Holland warned the surrounding adult men who are seeking autographs. Holland warned the surrounding adult men who are also seeking autographs. I'm going to throw all your shit on the floor if you keep pushing that girl.
Damn.
So, yeah, dude. Play the video. Let's hear it. Such a nice guy. Dude. You want to play it again?
Yeah.
He's like, I got you. How dope is that, dude?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Cool guy.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I just thought like this was a cool thing for him to be doing, you know?
Yeah. Also, too, like I don't feel like there's a ton of real young talent coming up either, really.
I was noticing that, dude, and when I've seen a lot of the hype for this new movie that's come out, the Spider-Man movie, and I saw some interviews, and seeing him and Zendaya and the other dude do the all the interviews is cool because they're probably like the closest like huge A-list actors closest to us in age that don't have like real famous parents that we know of them because of their families or their parents or whatever.
Right.
These are like kids that are just actors that are kind of close to our age, and then like they're going on and handling, I think, the tension pretty well. Like,
yeah, great.
Tom Holland's, he actually does all his own stunts, and he was a gymnast, like athlete first, and he's got a pretty cool story. So I'm excited to see where it goes. I think it's cool having young guns like him kind of driving the bus.
Yeah.
And he wasn't like a child star either. Like, he hasn't been doing commercials
no.
since he was 2 years old. And
just a regular dude who's acting now.
Yeah. Scroll down a bit. I think I saw he keep going. I think dude, he actually pushed all their stuff. He threw all their shit on the ground. How dope is that?
Damn.
Shout out to SpiderMan, dude. It's funny, dude.
Saving the day. Friendly neighborhood SpiderMan, dude.
Yes, sir. Friendly neighborhood SpiderMan. Here we go.
All right, man.
Next one up, we got Texas substitute teacher fired after filming porn in classroom. Hey now.
Get your money.
An El Campo, Texas-based substitute teacher has been fired after she allegedly filmed porn on school premises.
Okay.
As NBC 13 reports, she lost her job at El Campo High School and a local liquor store for porn, which she supposedly produced herself in a classroom and a work. I'm sorry. Was she co-employed by both a liquor store and a high school? Is that what that's
seems
saying?
Like.
And also, do we have ghosts that are going on?
I was gonna do. It's just that fridge, I think, dude.
The kegerator.
Yeah.
Okay. Back to this then. Co-employed by a liquor store and a high school at the same time? Did they not?
That seems like conflict of interest.
Well, it's conflict of something, see, and I don't know if it's a conflict of interest, but it's a conflict.
Well, I think it's a conflict of interest because those kids are too interested in alcohol at that age.
Yeah, you're right. That would be a conflict. The district is aware that an improper criminal incident involving a substitute teacher occurred at ECHS. El Campo Independent School District wrote in a statement, the incident involved a singular substitute teacher and no student or other district staff were involved. The district has terminated the substitute's employment and is seeking legal advice on the specific incident. The district continues to hold the safety and well-being of our students and staff as our top priority. That's I think a pretty good statement if you're going to make one.
And you can add her premium Snapchat at just kidding. Texas Tornado. 69.
Texas, that's a hockey team.
Texas Tornado 69.
Earlier this month, that's a different story. Teacher was employed. Dude,
I mean,
she was employed
was she
by
going
school
solo dolo or what?
Well, that's I guess what it had to have been, right? Because if no one else was involved,
You know what it reminds me of?
maybe she's got like that disease.
Disease.
Not a disease, but it's like it's not even a disease.
Fetish.
Yeah, like a fetish of just
Getting in it on a clock. I don't know, dude.
on the
'Cause she,
clock. Yeah, just doing a little masturbating on the clock. Little number 3 and on the clock.
she did it after school, so she has class.
It's it's
Get it?
that's funny. Yeah, it's
Shout out to
crazy
Kanye.
how often there are these teacher-student
Getting into
relationships.
things. Well, it doesn't say that there's any teacher relationship. What I think.
No, but there's something earlier this month with a Maryland substitute teacher.
What's a substitute?
Yeah,
Substitute jar. Well, here's the thing. For me, you know what it reminds me of is there is one that went viral for a while, a couple years ago, porno, and it was this chick with just God is very generous in the front, and
was it Natty?
I think so.
It was Natty Light?
Yeah, it seemed Natty Light. And she's in a library, dude, at school.
Oh, dude.
Remember her? And she just whips him out, dude.
Yes, yeah.
And she's like fucking around and she's like laughing and people are walking by and she pulls him back up and she like it was
she wound up,
she got in trouble for it.
well, yeah, but she also ended up like going into porn
Oh, really?
after that.
I found
Yeah,
out
heard
about that video because she got in. Just like, girl gets in trouble for pulling her tits out in the library. And I'm like, no way. So I had to look into it, to see. And sure enough.
Yeah, I mean it was one of those things that's like we're in a different era now. I mean
Just whip them out.
where something like that, decades ago would have destroyed. You would never whip out private parts, whip out your tatas in public.
Yeah.
But dude, it is what it is. I just the teacher student thing is always an issue.
She's going solo dolo on some desks, dude. I mean, it's whatever. you know?
Yeah, I think if you're gonna do it, get in contact with a school, because there are, I'm sure, schools that'll rent out a classroom off hours.
Or be just less homemade about it, in porn. I don't get why so many people
have
go
a set.
Well, why not link up with someone who does porn, like an actual producer of porn? I get. What are they? Porn producer?
It would be a
Porn
director, a producer.
porn producer.
Sure.
Why don't you link up with a porn producer and say, look, I want to do some solo dolo stuff in some classroom settings, and then you sign up that way and you get yourself on a list of some kind, because that seems a little more efficient than losing your job, because then you're getting paid.
Yeah, you got a third stream of revenue. You can add a third spotty stream of revenue.
Because if you
got substitute teacher, you got the liquor store, you might as well have porn star on there too. So
I mean, take it from us with this
three
podcast,
income streams, dude.
Pumping it out there for free all the time. I mean, it's hard. I mean, if we were at risk of losing our jobs for doing this, I mean, you lose your job. What you could have done is you could have signed yourself up with a premium Snapchat, and then you could have linked up with someone, one of those companies, name one, pick one, and you could have done something legit and something official, and you could have gotten paid for it, probably pretty handsomely, and kept your job. Could have done it under the rug and gone under a Texas tornado or something.
Yeah, well, and it's the choices that we make, and that's what life is. So for this substitute teacher, she's out of 2 jobs, and
why'd she lose her liquor store job, I wonder?
Well,
like, guys, we can't have that here.
Well, no, she did the same thing at her liquor store.
Oh.
She did it at a workroom.
Oh, she's just trying to get views, dude.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, she's just cloud chasing all over the place. What else do we have? So we don't give her any more of the clout.
They don't show her, though.
Yeah, I know.
Just bummer.
Oh, how about this, dude? From NHL.com, Roberto Luongo announces retirement after 19 NHL seasons. Third winningest goalie in league history. Played for Panthers, Canucks, and Islanders. So, was he drafted to the Islanders? 19 years, man, is a long time to be in the NHL, and especially as a goalie. But hang on, let me read that top part. Third winningest goalie in NHL history. That's something you don't think about ever as being a true thing. Roberto Luongo. The reason is because he's just always played for not the greatest teams, Florida and Vancouver.
No, Vancouver was good when he was with them. If you remember, they went to the Cup.
Oh yeah, I guess they're all right. This is one of the toughest decisions I faced in my life, and it took me a long time to make it. Luongo wrote in a letter, after thinking about it a lot over the past 2 months and listening to my body, I made up my mind. It just feels like the right time for me to step away from the game. The 40-year-old is 489 wins, 392 losses, 91 overtime losses, and 33 ties. Like, he was around when you were allowed to tie to end a game.
Mm-hmm.
Before overtime. A little less than 3 goal. I mean, just overall solid goaltender.
Great
but
goalie.
This was what was nuts for me. His 489 wins are only 3rd behind Patrick Waugh and Marty Brodeur. And his 1,044 games are only second to Marty Brodeur. Like
Wow.
there are some very legendary NHL goalies in existence, and Roberto Luongo is much more of one than I thought. And you know what I think? I think the reason why is because when you look at the
I would
player
agree.
equivalents of like these records, a lot of the time it's older players.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to like goalie records and goalie accolades, I feel like they're the younger,
Well,
newer gen
somewhat.
since. Well, I'm saying like since both after 1990s. You know what I mean? Because like Gretzky is the greatest goal scorer of all time. I guess he played in this era too, but very before Luongo.
Well, what's crazy about Luongo though is
he would have played against
he's
Juan Brodeur, though.
like for sure the newest era because he came in the league probably late 90s, I'd guess.
Yeah.
19 seasons. Yeah, he would have came in like 2000, 1999 probably. So, I mean, that's what's crazy because the goalies that he was up against during that time, I mean, we're looking at you still had the Patrick Roy, Marty Brodeur earlier in your career. Then you had Chris Osgood. And then
But
you
just don't. You think about like.
I don't know why I said Chris Osgood of all people, but you had Mika Kippersoft, dude. Dang.
I'm thinking of like these
Fleury,
real
Giguère.
old dudes that are like the Terry Sawchucks and the Tony Espositos and like
Right.
these guys who you would think they're like their player equivalents like Bobby Orr and Bobby Hull and all these guys like would Stan Mikita, how they're at the top of the player records still.
Yeah.
Those goalies are not anywhere near
You're right.
these guys.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought.
Shout out to Roberto Luongo. I mean, I never
Very
disliked
retired.
him. I never loved him. You know what I mean?
Was it dope hair? And
Yeah,
good
dope
style.
hair. Good style. He had cool pads usually most of the time. I was never that big of a Vancouver guy or Florida guy, if I'm being honest.
He was the first ever goalie to be a captain. He was he was actually the captain of the Vancouver Canucks when he was there.
That's great. He was the first to do that.
Yeah, but they had Henrik Sedin wear the C, and then Luongo though had the C, like
On
the
his
captaincy
mask.
painted on his mask. Yeah,
Remember that?
so that was what that was for. But Henrik Sedin wore him in games to be able to talk to refs and shit, and that was that.
They had to have that, yeah.
What else do we got?
Let's see. I'm glad you asked, Justin.
Good career for Luongo. We appreciate all he did for the sport.
Here we do.
Keeping pucks out of net.
Report says,
Oh, here we go, dude. NASA chases asteroids so valuable it can make everybody on Earth billionaires.
well, that's no fun because then they're just going to raise the price of everything and be back to normal. But
The 16 Psyche asteroid has so much precious heavy metals, it's estimated to be worth 10,000 quadrillion. A 140-mile wide potato-shaped asteroid is so rich with precious heavy metals, it's estimated to be... I just fucking read that, dude. NASA's planning a probe mission to this asteroid, 16 Psyche, in 2022 from Kennedy Space Center in Cape Canaveral, Florida. The world's economy is worth about 85 trillion in 2018, which means if the asteroid came back to Earth, the global economy would collapse. Yeah, dude, that's a pipe dream. Pipe dream. Scroll down. Let's see if there's any more validity to this.
Amount of gold and iron in the asteroid could throw the industry into chaos, according to the CEO of Eurosun Mining. 16. NASA said 16 Psyche appears to be an exposed nickel iron core of an early planet. The asteroid is situated between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Wow, it's led by Arizona State.
Yeah, it is led by ASU, and the spacecraft will carry an imager magnetometer, gamma ray spectrometer. Mission objective includes determining whether Psyche is a core or unmelted material, determine relative ages of regions on its surface, and characterize topography, among other things. Meteors and these other things in space, dude, are interesting. Very interesting.
Cracks me as they said they're trying to chase it. Like, what are they going to do? Catch it?
Yeah, well...
Are they going to put it in the net?
A certain kind of one, yeah. That's the goal. That's what it sounds like.
Good luck with that. I just think it's SpongeBob, dude, those nets. SpongeBob.
Yeah, I think a lot of time when I'm reading these articles like this and like NASA stuff, I just think of Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, a lot of that.
This
too.
is the theme song.
I don't get how
for Jimmy Neutron.
Like, even if we're all billionaires, like, or if we get all this metal and gold, it's like, okay, well, now we have all that, but everything just will.
Eventually, it will get back to where it is. Yeah. But it would help in the interim because there's a lot of debt, there's a lot of poverty, there's a lot of whatever. And so 10,000 quadrillion, which actually would be more like...
Yeah, but someone's got to buy it.
Huh?
Someone's got to buy it.
Well, if they just evenly distribute it amongst the 7.5 billion people in the world, then it would just be...
We'd get a war probably, though, wherever it landed.
No, they're whoever goes and catches it would be distributing it.
Mm.
That's what they're saying. It's not where it lands. If that fucking thing lands here, we're done.
Maybe.
No, not maybe, dude. If that
Is it
thing
bigger than Earth?
It doesn't matter if it's bigger than Earth. Could be a little rock.
Tiny asteroid could. No, it would tear apart.
Do you know what a tiny asteroid, dude? There were asteroids that didn't even touch the Earth that fucking leveled an entire area of forest. An asteroid that didn't even make an impact. Just from it entering into our atmosphere, it fucked up the ground.
That's pretty wild.
So this thing hitting us...
Yeah, we're screwed.
Yeah, it's not where it lands. It's whoever grabs it and then distributes it.
Nice. That's our cue to get on to the next one.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, dude, it is it would solve a couple of like immediate problems, but I don't think it would.
Lifetime.
It's not solving a lifetime of problems, yeah. Because we're more money, more problems a lot of times.
Yeah, that's true. We are.
And that would be one of those instances, I would guess.
Yeah.
All right, next one. Suspected poacher gets trampled to death by elephant and then eaten by a pride of lions.
Good.
Justice served, is what we say. Only the man's skull and his pants were retrieved by rangers at South Africa's Kruger National Park. How about that, dude? Kruger National Park. In South Africa, you got poachers.
Wow.
Last week, a group of suspected poachers illegally entered South Africa's Kruger National Park to kill rhinos for the prized horns. Days later, park rangers discovered a human skull and a pair of pants they believed belonged to a poacher. He'd been trampled to death by an elephant, according to his accomplices, only for his bodily remains to be later devoured by a pride of lions. 3 other men have been arrested in relation to the incident and are facing a string of charges, including conspiracy to poach and trespassing. The man entered the park on Monday when suddenly elephant attacked and killed one of them. Dude, why would you
understand poachers what their goal is?
Well, I don't fully understand national parks, I guess, and how big they are. Maybe. Do people hunt at national parks?
You're not, I don't think, allowed to.
Yeah, dude. Like to me, that's like
Here in the
Yellowstone,
states, you can't because it's
sacred land, right?
yeah. Well, I think if I'm not
Some parts,
mistaken,
maybe, but
Theodore Roosevelt came up with a law that was in regards to not being able to hunt on national
forests and parks.
national parks and forests. Yeah,
I could see him making a rule like that.
I'm pretty sure he
He was
did.
real into the national parks and forests.
we could look up that rule, maybe educate our listeners for once.
Well, I think it just would be maybe population control, if anything. Um, because
Roosevelt.
like you probably get a lot of, just different. Although I think they were setting wolves loose.
Okay. After becoming
Yellowstone.
president in 1901, Roosevelt used his authority to establish 150 national forests, 51 federal bird reserves, 4 national game preserves, 5 national parks, and 18 national monuments on over 230 million acres. But you can't.
So can you hunt on national forest? Hunting an array of wild,
That's just telling you what.
maybe found on national forests and grasslands, forest grasslands.
Just hunting.com.
Ba 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 ba. All right. Well,
National parks is what we need to be looking at. National parks, you for sure can't.
yeah. Because you got to think, dude. You got people in their families and
Yeah.
walking around taking pictures.
National forest though might be different. Like obviously, it's a little different because national park is different than national forest. I think in national forest you probably can, but poachers. I want to look up what is
A poacher is just
actually do.
no, dude. A poacher is just a guy or a girl, I guess, who is hunting illegally and then selling it. Like in Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls,
Yeah.
they're poaching that bat.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Dolphin and Pet Detective.
Yeah, dude. I that's not good. I'm not really cool with that because a lot of reasons, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of reasons.
and then there were the ostrich poachers and Dude, Where's My Car?
Yeah, but ostriches. I don't like ostriches to be honest.
It's fair.
I don't like birds.
That's fair. So,
Eat
anyways,
birds, man.
that's that.
Good for that pride of lion, dude. Right when Lion King's coming out, good job, guys.
Yeah, justice served.
Same with those elephants. You guys did.
Hey,
your
do you think
part,
it's a
too.
coincidence that this went down like right around the same time as Lion King dropping?
Marketing, dude. No, of course. They have all this plan, dude. All the lions, all the kings and shit.
Probably. It's all bullshit. All right, the list of 50 best looking nationalities is bad news bears for the Irish and the Americans.
Is
Probably-
this in general or just for like women?
Probably could have told you that. Well, let's read on. I'm a list guy. You put a list in front of me, I'm reading it. That probably means I'm low IQ, but whatever, who cares? Dude, I'm pretty high IQ and I like lists as well. The most recent list comes from Big 7 Travel, which quizzed 1.5 million people about the sexiest people in the world. 50 is Irish.
Wow. I mean, I believe that.
Yeah, I do too.
Fortunately, part Irish.
To be honest. American is 45th. Wow.
Wow. That
And how about
hurts.
this, dude? Norwegian is 46th.
Slovenian, Belgian, Croatian. I mean, that's all kind of similar.
I
What's
feel like
so funny,
Slovenia
dude?
has some dimes though.
Dude, no, this has got to be off, man, because like
I feel like Slovenia has some dimes.
there's some hot Croatians and Slovenians. Dude.
All right, let's scroll down. Scroll down.
Who's that?
Sup, girl?
What is this?
Sup, girl?
Where's she from? German 44th.
All right.
That's fair.
Maybe.
Lebanese, dude. Seriously, come on. Welsh.
Swedish, you've got at 39.
Swedish.
Dude,
What's up, girl?
Sup, girl? Wait, where's she from?
Doesn't say. Nystrom's got to be Sweden. This girl from Sweden. You're gonna tell me 39?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Get
dude.
out of
Hey.
town.
Yeah.
Well, she's a little flat in the. Okay.
No, dude, she's great. She's beautiful.
Egyptian, Thai.
37
Thai
for
makes sense for
Egyptian?
36,
Excuse
'cause
you got Russian hotter than Egyptian. Huh.
Lithuanian, Chinese over Russian though.
Israelis should be higher up too. They're beautiful women.
Bar Raffaelli. Where's she from again?
Hamburg, dude.
She's from Germany.
Germany.
Well, no, she's just tagging that there. I don't know if that's where she's from. I think she's Israeli, to be honest. Pretty sure.
Germany. You're being a lot honest today. Gal Gadot, dude. Yeah, Wonder Woman, she's...
I'm being a lot honest today.
Yeah, you've been saying that a lot.
What do you mean?
To be honest. Scroll up again. Where's Gal Gadot from?
Noticing.
España?
Doesn't say, dude. No, it's probably should
Israeli.
be higher for ball.
Oh, I think it's Israeli, dude.
Yeah, it's Israeli.
These are, you were saying that other chick was from Israel, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with this list, dude.
Nigerian, Indian, Polish.
Colombia should probably be higher than 22.
Mexican at 24? Colombia at 22?
And you got... I don't know who made this.
Hungarian.
A consensus of 1.5 million people.
How do you even know what a fucking Hungarian or Bulgarian girl
Dutch
looks like?
13 and German 30 whatever?
Kenyan is 14?
French is 12. That's probably fair.
Bajan? Where's I don't even
Costa
know what Bajan
Rican is 11. Canadians 10. No, they're not. Well, no, they're fucking not.
10?
You got Sweden
English.
at 40 and
English
and
at
Canadian
9.
at 10.
Here's what's funny. How do you have
Even Barstool saying what?
how do you have
The fuck
English at 9 and then Irish at
50.
50 and then
An
you have
American-
Welsh at 45th?
An American at 45th.
Yeah, well, how do you decide English people?
That's weird, dude.
I
know what
I couldn't even name one like famous hot English girl.
I could,
Well, actually,
dude.
no, I could.
The Rimmel London mascara girl.
Emma Watson's
She's
not
so
bad,
hot. Yeah, Emma Watson's. That Rimmel London mascara. Love her.
but I feel like all the girls that
Got
you
that
think
gap
are
in her
from,
teeth.
dude, for me, I don't know if this happens to you or not, but I'm like, that girl's so, that girl is so British, and she's so fine, and then you find out she's from South Africa.
Yeah, well, this is what bugs me is because South Africa is fair at 6,
It's fair
dude.
at 6.
Some of the hottest girls I know is from South Africa.
5 Australian, give it to you. 4 Brazilian, I give
That's
it to you.
fair, too.
Fair too.
Italian may or may not be fair. I don't know.
What's up?
Armenian's 100% fair.
Armenian at 8, yeah, that's fair.
South African's in the right spot. Scroll down.
Italian.
Filipino. I don't agree with that.
Hold up. Filipino at number 3. Danish at number
Danish,
2, but you have Sweden and Norway.
Yeah, dude.
And Norway. It's all the same shit, guys.
This seems racist.
And
dude.
then
like
one
people in these
Ukrainian?
regions. It's regionist, is what it
Yeah,
seems.
it does seem regionist. Because Ukraine, I don't
Number
even know.
one.
Sure, I guess. I don't know one girl from
Ukrainian she-devil, dude. Oksana Bayul. That's the only girl from Ukraine I know.
Yeah.
Zak.
I don't
You know what?
any
I
girl
had
from the Ukraine.
actually. I'll save the Oksana story for later. But
I don't know any girl from Ukraine, dude. Or Danish.
Oksana Bayul is the only one.
Denmark?
Ukrainian
that's
she-devil.
Danish. Denmark? No, dude, I bet Denmark actually has some really hot girls.
I know that the Philippines is more scattered than other places in the top 10.
Dude,
And then also, too, I know that Canada is way out of fucking place.
French has some beautiful women,
Yeah.
I think. I mean, like,
No,
I don't
they
know
do.
that
No,
many. I don't know that
France-
many from the place, but I know
France does, dude.
Yeah.
France does.
But
Canada
like every girl that has French in her bio, she's at least an 8.
Yeah. beats me on a few of these, dude.
I just don't understand how you get off putting Irish at 50 and then English at...
What is 15? Bahan?
Bajan, yeah, I don't... Baja? I want to know how Mexicans at 24, dude. I don't have Mexican at 24. I have that, like, top 10 probably.
I don't have Malaysian at 25, that's for sure.
Spanish at least top 20. Like, it's in top 20, but I have it way further down. French down further.
Japanese probably.
Armenians in the top 10. Chinese is up.
Higher up than Japanese. That's probably fair.
Really?
Yeah, I think Japanese are probably hotter than.
No, yeah, me too. No,
Chinese.
me too. But Scottish? Or these girls must be Scottish. Yeah. And then she's Swedish. Okay.
Nice.
Sweden.
So.
Yeah, this definitely seems like someone from like Eastern Europe made this, and
yeah,
but not even though, because
no,
like Croatian,
5 million people.
God, where's she?
That's America, dude.
Wow.
You know what though? She looks like an American girl in the context of this. Like you see all these like
right. Well, it's hard for American,
and then you see that.
My opinion is, with American, how can we say Americans 45th when we're all, for the most part, like different compilation? We're a compilation of all these fucking different places. It seems
like this girl is trying to do something to make her look like she's from a different place.
Yeah, but a lot of girls just some girls just naturally do. Like how like so many girls are.
No, but what I'm saying is like the girls from different parts of the world are like I think that the American girl is probably the least attractive on the list.
Yeah.
Out of all these like she's hot, but like she's hot because
she's just bodied up.
Yeah, she's very bodied up.
Very bodied up. But this girl, I mean, just beautiful all around probably. Same with her. Anna Nystrom. I'm not familiar with her.
She might have earned
a follow. Yeah, and Swedish people like super nice too. Like, are we not counting personalities, people, guys?
They've made IKEA.
These women all have personalities.
Yeah.
I don't know who came up with the list. Seems a little biased, but
well, it's 1.5 million as a consensus, so it's a weird one, dude. But I was writing the article. I was really curious to see what the breakdown was, the list was. I definitely don't agree with it.
But it's got to be different, though, you would imagine, for male and female. And who made it, you know? Did a male make the list or did a female make the list? Because I feel like females have a different... I feel like females have a different ranking for the best-looking nationalities. I think men do, too. Like, because we as men will say, like...
I think it's just a poll, like everybody, like you get...
Like, how many girls are saying, like, yeah, I've got... And this is no offense, but it's just not, like, typical. But, like, unless a girl's Asian, she usually...
Do you think that this was one person that made the list?
No. I bet a lot of people did. But I'm just curious, like, that's wondering, like, did they take everyone into consideration, or is it just men judging the country for women, or is it just women judging it for men?
I think it was everybody.
If you mix it all in, then I'm sure, but...
Yeah, we've just been talking about chicks, too. That's the other thing.
Yeah. Well, and then they have, like, chicks all in these pictures and stuff.
Well, it's Barstool that wrote the article, so...
Oh, okay.
That's what you expect.
Well, that's why I assume, like, with the list, you know, I'd think that it's all about females, but...
Well, anyways, dude, this has been a fun show. We're kind of in vacay mode, and...
Yeah, we're wrapping up.
So we're, I'm ready to be done. I'm hungry. Are you?
Too, man. I'm hungry and tired, dude. It's 10:30.
Way past our bedtime.
Way past.
This one. Last 3 have been late as fuck.
Yeah, dude. Fuck. We gotta get going.
All right, dude. Well, for those of you guys just tuning in, I'm Jay.
I'm Z.
And obviously together we're Jay-Z. So,
over.
Cheer. Hove.
This feeling right now, man, I swear it feel.
Perfect.
Yeah.